Vladimir Putin has never seen something like this before. He became Russia's president at the turn of the millennium. He had two tasks before him, handling the war in Chechnya and the Boris Yeltsin-era oligarchs. He weathered both. In 2002, a Moscow theater was seized by Chechen militants. 912 people were taken hostage. 129 of them died. Putin handled the siege ruthlessly. He earned a strong man reputation and an approval rating of 83%. In 2014, Putin annexed Crimea. Russia was slapped with sanctions. But 4 years later, Putin appeared to mock those sanctions when he managed to get the world to Russia for the Football World Cup. For a man who has survived it all, Alexei Navalny is becoming too grave a threat. Vladimir Putin is used to silencing dissent. In 2006, journalist Anna Politkovskaya was murdered on Putin's birthday. She had written about corruption in the Russian army. Putin denied any involvement. 15 years on, every critic of Putin has either met the same fate or has been silenced or sidelined in one way or another. Be it former Federal Security Service officer Alexander Litvinenko, former intelligence officer Sergei Skripal, activist journalist Vladimir Kara-Murza, or Ukrainian leader Viktor Yushchenko. Alexei Navalny has emerged as an exception, though. He survived a nerve agent poisoning and used his recovery time to investigate attacks on journalists. Navalny exposed corruption in Putin's system, detailed it all in a 2-hour documentary, and now Navalny has kickstarted what Putin fears the most, a Ukraine-style Maidan revolution. From Moscow to St. Petersburg, protesters have been taking to the streets across Russia with demonstrations in at least 100 cities. It is not like Russia has never seen anti-Putin protests before. It has. But something of this scale, this magnitude is unprecedented. Putin knows history. He knows the threat such protests come with. He knows that protests eventually toppled the Tsarist rule as well. Will Putin also meet the same fate? On paper, Putin's dream of becoming a president for life is clear. But on the roads of Russia, hurdles abound. Many protesters are calling Putin a thief. Most are calling for a Russia without him. Like I said, Putin's worst fears have come true, and it's all because of one man. Alexei Navalny. He is 44, he is popular, he has support abroad. Navalny's poisoning, in fact, made him a household name across the world. His dramatic arrest heightened his profile and made Navalny the face of the Russian opposition, a position that was lying vacant for over 2 decades. Alexei Navalny has done his research. He knows how the Kremlin works. In fact, Navalny has outmaneuvered Putin. After Navalny was poisoned, he duped Russian agents into spilling the details of the attempted assassination. He returned to Russia despite the threats of an arrest, and in doing so, Navalny became a hero. When he was jailed, he told the world that he has no intention of committing suicide. So Navalny has basically put Vladimir Putin in a catch-22 situation. Letting Navalny walk out of prison comes with a huge cost, but keeping him behind bars is not helping either. Silencing him inside prison is not even an option. The world is watching what's happening in Russia. The call for quote-unquote freedom has reached Berlin. Europe is calling for Navalny's release. The European Union is mulling sanctions. Navalny has not just challenged Putin's leadership, but also his strong man image. Navalny has been exposing Putin, labeling him as a fragile and corrupt leader. He has forced Putin to clear his name in public. Putin is so threatened by his fiercest critic that Navalny is not even allowed to contest elections because what if he wins? 3 weeks ago, Putin's popularity had slipped to 65%. You can only imagine what the protests have done to that number. The change in leadership outside home has also made matters worse. US President Joe Biden is not Donald Trump. The Biden White House is not looking away. In fact, it has already asked for the release of Navalny and his supporters. You know what they say? The first step towards solving a problem is acknowledging it. The Kremlin, like Beijing, does not believe in admitting problems that are at home. The Kremlin will never admit that Navalny is a quote-unquote problem or even a threat. But look at the extent to which the Putin presidency is going to try and tackle Navalny. And maybe that's exactly where Putin loses the biggest challenge posed to his leadership. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.